Happy New Year, everybody. This is the last day of 2015, and there's several reasons for making this video. One, we're going to rediscuss our 40 police bike, and the reason why we're discussing that, so we're not going to, for those of you who just want to watch a short portion of this video, we're going to read it right now, and then we're going to get to the nitty-gritty of it. One of our guys who's been following the videos for quite some time, he goes under the handle of Rex Junett, R-E-X-J-U-N-E-T-T. I have no idea who he is or what he looks like. And under the video, Hunting Harley's the beginning, he made a comment, what police department did he work for? You alluded to him being a merchant patrol officer from the newspaper. I'm not the newspaper writer. Obviously, it's from the era. I'm familiar with police uniforms of that era. It appears that he might have been a sworn police officer. They referred to security guards as merchant patrol officers. Not making any sense there to me. A sworn police officer and a security guard are two different things. So that info you supplied, he was not a cop. In my opinion, whether you're a sheriff or you're a city cop or if you're state police, you're still a cop. That's my opinion. So I says, he was a King County Sheriff. Today we call that Seattle, Washington. You must have missed these videos. I tagged them with the other videos. All you gotta do is look up Hunting Harley's 1940 Police, Knucklehead, and brings up the other videos we've made on this bike. And I said, sorry man, you're wrong. King County Sheriffs did not have blue uniforms. They were county sheriff office that wore brown. It ain't that hard to find out. You don't believe me, contact the Seattle Police Museum. On display items from both the County Sheriff's Office and Seattle Police. Both organizations have always been separate. No uniform and no display insignias indicating he was a deputy sheriff. He was a merchant patrolman, security guard. So, well, first off, let's talk about the bike. It's original paint. We have the original title on the machine. Ed Waney, that was the name of the cop. It's in his name. It has a 40 Washington plate. My assumption is this plate did not come with the bike. I have no proof that it did. But we're going to double check. Maybe the plate is on the title. We're going to double check and see if we do have proof, and I'm unaware of it. We have various indications that this bike was ordered specifically as a police bike. We have invoices on the channel that are custom order, police bikes, custom paint, totally different paint from the standard police version. Back in the day, it was a $100 discount to get this as a cop bike. You had a connection, you were a captain, lieutenant says, I'll take one for me, boom, you got your cop discount. You ordered whatever, and Harley still gave it to you. You got plenty of that. So, Egyptian white, custom order. Chrome package, custom order. Custom paint. A standard bike did not have these green stripes on the fenders. Didn't have it. That was custom order. My assumption is that the black paint we see around the fender and in the front here was done at the time it was ordered. He knew what he was going to be riding like. He knew it was going to be a service bike. He knew what he wanted on his machine, and he ordered it. So that is my assumption. I don't have a day of sale photo. I have an era photo, which we're going to show you right now. Let's take a look at the bike. Let me pick this up here. Well, first off, you had to show you were a cop, police agency, to get this siren. Joe Blow, because he felt like running around with a siren, didn't happen. And you got three small trims here. The holes are totally different. The hole would have been out here some. You would have seen it. If it had the longer trim, you would have had a mark here too. Assuming it was ever ridden with it. But it would have been out. So it had to have been ordered with this in place. These are further back. This is way back. And mounted at the factory for that to happen. Because they sent it from the factory with that trim. It's got the whole chrome package on it. Today we might swap it around, but not then. Here's the standard civilian trim. You can see what I'm talking about. It's totally different location. These are forward here. Different hole. This hole here would have been right about here. It would have been visible. It's not in the front. It's right about here. So a hole here and a hole here, not this trim. So you would obviously have a hole in the fender that's not there. So it was ordered with that trim. So ordered as a chrome package bike. We have this little pad here. Those little marks there. Okay. The chrome package bike has the chrome exhaust, yes it does. Has the chrome wheels, 16-inch, special order, an extra $3.75. Already documented all that. So what we have here is Eddie on a bike, obviously the same motorcycle, with the scratches from the winter windshield. Not as deep. There's the winter windshield right there. See the little doodahs right there, the little mirrors and little blinky lights. There's the scratches, and notice in front of the emblem, there's no markings. Let's go back to the motorcycle. These markings here, my best guess would have been from a speedball badge, or something similar to it, which wouldn't have come out until 47, and then those were put back on. So that dates that photo as pre-47. So the bike was within the first 6 years of new, obviously some use, so it wasn't 1940. But it wasn't 1952 either, because it had the markings on the side of the tank. So that would have been right in the war period. You can see his 45. He had a 45. I'll take a look at the hat with the badge there. Well, we happen to have that hat. And it says right there, Deputy Sheriff. And you can't really read this badge too well, but we have the same badge here. And if you look at it real carefully, it says the seal of the state of Washington. What that is. Sheriff Department, King County. That's his helmet. King County, Washington Sheriff Department. Boom. So he said, the uniform doesn't have it. Well, that's the insignia right there. Right here, we've got a shirt. It appears black in this photo. Could be a dark brown. Don't know. It could be a dark blue. It's a black and white picture. But there's the revolver, and the shirt looks to be the same, so I'm assuming it is. Here's the tie. It seems to be the same color. Right there. Now look at the tie very carefully. And look at that, right there. And that sure looks like the same motorcycle there, to me, on this tie. He's no longer young, all right? So it's very similar to what's on the tie. It could be the same one, I don't know, because it's so damn small. I'd have to have that blown up to really be able to tell, which I've never done. It could be something else. I have no proof that this tie actually belonged to him. There's a tie with a similar emblem, okay? This hat is obviously the same one, 520, King County, Washington Sheriff Department. So we can definitely say these are his. We definitely say the bike is his, it's title in his name. There's the picture of the man sitting on it. Let's take a look at the title. Here's the original title right here. Okay, that's the original title. Has the motor number right there, 40EL 1845. Has the date of sale, 1/22/40. Ed Waney, Seattle. Cat took a loan on it. And does not give us a license plate, which I didn't think it did. Same seal here. Seal of the state of Washington. Okay, I have a current title in my name. We have a picture here. Same bike. I assume. Right in the center. There's 3 of them. There. That's Eddie there with our bike right in the center. See that? And we have Eddie here, a much older guy. Now I didn't get the badge. Somebody stole the badge prior to me getting it. Somewhere between my buddy Jerry Chin, who got it in 1997. Jerry had the badge, and when I got it, the badge was stolen. Probably in the museum I assume this is the girl that he gave the bike to before he died. I don't know. She's obviously younger. And here we go. Some more machines here. King County Sheriff. And there is our bike. Appears to be with the longer emblem that is now gone off the tank. See the longer emblem? So I had that on there for a while. Updated it. That was very common. And took it back off. So here is the winter windshield. That is his winter windshield right there. Little blinky lights. And here's the outer rain jacket to it. So now let's go back over here. That is a Knuckle stock 46 plate. And we're going to look at some of this other stuff here. There's another helmet that came with the machine. Could have been his civilian helmet. I have no idea. Came with the bike. Now I bought this plate separate. A buddy of mine by the name of Ziggy, we call him, was also after the machine. This guy Irv Smith got it from the girl he gave it to. And he says, that's all I got out of it, but I'll save the plate. So I bought the plate. It's in his writing, same writing. As we have notes here. Same writing. 40EL 1845 motor number. That's the wrapper. It says Officer R.W. Wyatt gave ticket for my cycle, had plates of offending cycle. It says name of mine or same as mine, that's what it says. Guest at numbers weren't canceled. So what I understand the story is Washington screwed up and issued 2 plates, and so he never used that plate. It's an old stock, but it has history to the bike. Now we have this here came with the billy club that's on the bike. The original billy club I got it with was stolen. I was visiting my buddy Mike Terry and somebody stole it. And one of our channel watchers found me that beautiful War Era MP billy club. But I did not get that billy club with the machine or that seat with the machine. The seat I got was much rougher. That's an old stock seat. But we have, and I still have the seat I got it with. We have his ticket book. Has his name on it. Let's come over here and take a look at this. This is his tickets. King County Sheriff. You know, we've placed the argument that, well, somebody just penciled his name in and just magically found a King County Sheriff ticket book. Okay, so we just made the argument for the sake of arguing. We have some other smaller photos here. Nice photo book of that. And here we have some writing. Ed is on right. Obviously, I don't know who wrote in the back of that. It says Ed wearing sunglasses. Which I can't. It says maybe Ed in the back there. I don't know. Eyes aren't that good. And then we have another photo here. It says Ed wearing sunglasses there. And I don't have young guy's eyes anymore. And there's a beautiful bike there. That is not our machine. That's just another one. Says not Ed. And some other photos. Ed in center. So, pictures taken at the time tend to tell a big story. This is his map book driver's manual here. And all this came with it. Let's have a look, see what we see in here. It's dated 1951. All scrunched together. So we'll put that back in. This is stuff you would have carried with the unit. This is a whistle. Has writing on it. Says official military. Now I have no proof that this whistle came with the bike originally or not. My buddy Jerry Chin did commercials. He had a lot of props at one time. It could have come from anywhere, but I got it with the machine, so it's in the display case. So, what else do we have? Let's have a look here at this stuff. Come on, open. I have to set this down. Those two hands. Okay. Well, we have boots that were on the mannequin. Can I prove they were his? Well, no. We have gloves that came with it. Can I prove they were his? There's no insignia on it. We have another extinguisher. The one that's on it, I bought separate because it was missing. And we have a couple others, and I searched for the right one. I think one of them actually came with the bike. And we have his coat. Let's pull his coat back out. Have a look. We have other gloves. We have KCS on the coat, which is not visible in that photo. I would assume that means King County Sheriff. You can see where the badge was. It's obviously a police jacket. Let's see. It's American Red Cross there. And here's the shirt. It says Deputy Sheriff King County. This is a blue shirt, a very dark blue shirt. King County Sheriff. Now I got on the phone with the man who actually got it from, I assume that girl's name is Irv Smith. Irv Smith is who Jerry Chin found this bike from. And I asked him, I said, did all that stuff, and I outlined everything I got, come with the bike? He says, everything but the shirt. The shirt was given to me by another officer because the shirt was missing. So it's a King County Sheriff shirt that we assume, but don't know, that was not Eddie's. We assume that. But everything else is supposedly Eddie's. But it's a dark blue shirt, not a black shirt. And a black police jacket. Well worn. And it says KCS on the collar. Let's see if we have any KCS insignia anywhere. I can't see it here on that coat. I cannot. So, can't say one way or another. Here appears to be another officer with a brown shirt. And he's wearing a brown shirt at that point in time. So he's much older. So obviously this would be the dark blue shirt of that era. It just looks black in the photo. It's a black and white picture. And we have more. Let me put this back down again. I'm going to put it so you can see the bike. I'll be back to the camera in a second. Let me open this other side. Two-handed procedure to get this cabinet open. Okay, let's have a look here. Got it open. And we have what I have been told to be his original 45 holster here. Let's compare. And that sure looks like it to me. So that's that there. We have his handcuff container here with his handcuffs and his pants and a belt. They were told to be his pants. Again, I have no name on them, so I'm assuming they're his pants. And his handcuffs are certainly era from that time. And there we have it. So that's pretty documented. If you're not going to call that a King County Sheriff Department bike, which is a police bike, I don't know what to tell you, man. So let's go look at the articles here. We're going to read from them once again. It says, 29-year-old burglar suspect was subdued by a policeman who clubbed him with a revolver. A policeman, it says right there, about 3 o'clock this morning after a series of wild chases which led him from the north end to south end, the suspect swinging a crowbar at the arresting officers. Not security guards, officers. Police fired one shot at the man who identified himself as Clarence Johnson. And there's Ed right there. That's him. So, Rex, you must be drinking or smoking something. You're high as a kite. So that's that. And Lee Lacey. Let's see, this is just a apprehension notice, sheriff and police report. And has Ed written on it, sheriff, I guess. Can't quite read that. But anyhow, that's about as good as it gets. If that isn't documentation enough for you, don't know what to tell you, pal. Go back to school. See you guys later on the next video.